Fuzzy Owl ASMR video, and I thought I would just make a video down here today. If you didn't see my short that I posted, I moved recently, and I have a studio room that I'm gonna be building out to be multiple sets for not just ASMR videos, but other videos and video projects. And I've honestly been getting kind of stressed about it. So I just kind of sat here and was kind of sitting next to a shelf full of trinkets and books and things that I love, that I cherish. And I kind of just pointed the camera at me, and I thought, well, this looks pretty nice. So I thought I would do a little video right here. Let me adjust the mic. Sorry if this is loud. So, this will be pretty casual. I thought I'd make a nice relaxing video for you guys to fall asleep to just zen out to, and maybe just have in the background to keep yourself calm. So I hope you guys like whispering videos. I'll be whispering throughout most of this video, and I like the quality of this microphone. This is a warm audio, I think called WA87 V2R2. I actually have to look that up, but it's a very good microphone. I really enjoy it. I want to get another one at some point, or get 2 Rode NT ones. But in the meantime, I figured I would just go over some stuff on this shelf and get some tapping sounds and page flipping sounds, some button clicks and things like that. So without further ado, let's go over the book that I'm actually reading right now. Get focus. Okay. So this is The Fall of Numenor by J.R.R. Tolkien. The Fall of Numenor from J.R.R. Tolkien. And this is works written by Tolkien, but it's edited by Brian Sibley. And what this book entails is it's actually kind of a collection, almost like a greatest hits, of a lot of things that happened in the Second Age. Because if you know anything about the Legendarium, the Second Age is a very rich part of the Legendarium. A lot of things happened in the Second Age. Arguably, some of the most important events leading into the Third Age happened in the Second Age. Kind of self-explanatory, but a lot of things that happen in the Lord of the Rings books and movies are because of the Second Age. The issue is the Second Age is spread across so many different Tolkien works, from the appendices in The Return of the King to some stuff in the Silmarillion to I think some unfinished tales stuff and all sorts of Tolkien works. And now it's kind of compiled. I wouldn't say that it's abridged. I guess technically maybe, but it's just kind of like, I guess, a compilation of the most important things. And I just got it, so I just started reading it. And that's what the About This Book section says. So actually, about this book. So here it reads, The Fall of Numenor seeks to present in a single volume selections from J.R.R. Tolkien's posthumously published writings about the Second Age of Middle-earth. This book would not have been possible without the extraordinary literary achievements of Christopher Tolkien, who introduced readers of The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings to the rich legacy of myth and history from illustrations from Alan Lee. Obviously the dust cover. Beautiful dust cover. And depicting the fall of Numenor. Sorry, spoilers for fans of the Rings of Power. But, I mean, they kind of already... Anyways, moving on. Alan Lee did a lot of artwork for Tolkien works, most notably on The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit for concept art. He did a lot of concept art for those two trilogies. So, very, very, very exciting stuff. I'll give you a little glimpse. The pages that the artwork is printed on is a different kind of cardstock. Actually, really quickly, this is an example of one that isn't. Evidently, that's a weird way to start that sentence. Apparently, I read somewhere that Alan Lee was commissioned to make a couple of paintings, beautiful paintings that he made in this book, but he just couldn't help himself when sketching like Moria and other things. So there's all sorts of really beautiful sketches just like scattered throughout the pages. It's really neat. Hopefully that focused. I couldn't really see the viewfinder there. But, so you'll have a bunch of sketches throughout. Oh my god, there's like a lot on here. But then every once in a while, I gotta find it, hold on. You'll get one of his commissioned paintings. Focus. There. So this is one of the paintings that he was actually commissioned for, not just the sketches that he did. And just like beautiful depictions of Numenor and Moria and all sorts of things. And I can't wait to just like dive into this book and kind of get lost in the art and then remember that I was supposed to be reading. But yeah. So Fall of Numenor. That's something I'm currently reading right now. I just got it, just started it, super excited. And yeah, I'll maybe even read some passages from it for ASMR videos if you guys would be interested in that. Let me know in the comments. I would love to like kind of just like pick a chapter and either read through a full chapter together with you guys or just kind of make some notes on very impactful stories from some of the chapters and maybe do like some readings of those. So moving in a completely different direction for things on my shelf. And you know, obviously this could all be boiled down to storytelling, but I have my Nintendo Switch. I love this thing. It's probably gonna turn on. So the games I have installed on it, I only have a few. I got Animal Crossing. Everybody's got Animal Crossing. Nintendo Switch Sports, which is quite fun. Cool little story about that game is since I moved here, my roommate, who's actually an old friend, he set up in the living room area. We didn't really want a TV out there, but we did also want some things to do when people come over and things like that. So he got a short throw projector, and I have my Switch, and we have like our old retro consoles kind of like hooked up to it. So when friends are over, we have like tournaments and Nintendo Sports and stuff like that. It's quite fun. Pokemon Sword, that's the one I got. And then I have this Nintendo Entertainment System online game with like a compilation of some classics. So I don't have too much, but I've been playing like Xbox and PlayStation and PC has that. Next up, I have my little Lego briquettes. This one is obviously Ahsoka Tano. If you're a Star Wars fan, I remember hearing about the Clone Wars movie they made and thinking, well, that's dumb. And then I never saw it. And then they made a Clone Wars show, and I thought, well, that's dumb. And then I did see it, and it became one of my favorite shows, animated or otherwise. I used to let that play when I fell asleep, and I love it. And I became a huge fan of like the voice actors who portray characters that I already knew and loved to consider someone else playing Anakin and Obi-Wan and loving them just as much as Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor is like a pretty big feat, so they did really good with that. And obviously I love Ahsoka, so got a little Ahsoka briquette. I'll do this one last, best for last, obviously. Can you see him? Uh-oh. It doesn't want to focus. That's the Mandalorian. He's got his blaster, that crazy rifle on the back, and what else can I say? It's Mandalorian in briquette form. These things are so funny because I do like the look of them. I think they go good on shelves. I have like Harry Potter ones. If you've seen some of my Harry Potter builds with like Hagrid and Muckbeak and Ron, Hermione, and Harry, and some of the teachers, Trelawney and whatnot. But they stand out nicely, and I like how they look. But while you're building them, every single time they make you build a little Lego brain for them. Just kind of like a funny engineering thing. And then the obviously the star of the show. Look at him. He's beautiful. Little Grogu. Little baby Yoda. I absolutely love this. I saw this because my brother always likes to get us Lego stuff for our birthdays, just kind of things to, like, I have so many brothers, and our birthday gifts and Christmas gifts to each other are always just like things that remind us of childhood, whether it's like Batman figures or Legos or James Bond stuff. So I saw that my little brother actually got my mother this because my mom is obsessed with Grogu and Mandalorian and everything Mandalorian. She thought that was like the best thing Disney ever did with Star Wars, and I tend to agree. And I saw this and I was like, well, I want one, so I went out and got it. So now I have a little Grogu briquette. Let's see if he makes some good tapping sounds. Let me know if those sound good. What else? Oh, let's do these. Not this one. These are my GameGenic Magic the Gathering card holder cases. This is a company that makes really good card holders. So if you ever want to store cards cards for any TCG, any trading card game. If you play Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, any of those, or Magic the Gathering, GameGenic is a wonderful company. Not a sponsor. I just love them. And shoot, that was probably pretty loud. That scared the crap out of me. I'll edit that to be quieter. But it's magnetic. It's durable. I've dropped these things and they stay closed. And actually, if you're a fan of Magic the Gathering, or if you've seen some of my past videos, you'll know who Brian, the professor from Delarian Community College, is. And I supported his Kickstarter. And I actually got an email today that all the units are being shipped to the fulfillment center. So pretty soon I'll be doing a review on the GameGenic card holder that he helped produce with GameGenic. And it looks fantastic. I'm super excited for it. The only issue, again, I've moved, so I'm gonna have to like contact the post office and be like, you know, that package that's going there, I need it to come here. I think you can do that. Let's see what's inside this one. I don't know what deck this is yet. But there we have Little Baby Godzilla. I saw these cards in a shop in Rochester, and I needed to have them, so I bought way too many of them, because I didn't know how often I would ever come across them. And again, if you've seen my channel, you know Godzilla kind of a thing. Not only did I have these cards, but they did a secret layer where, if you're unfamiliar, when Wizards of the Coast puts out secret layers for Magic the Gathering, a secret layer is basically just reprints of cards that already exist with a different aesthetic, flavor, IP to them. So, in the case of this Baby Godzilla card, what actually happened was, I can't remember the original card, but they just replaced it with Godzilla art, with a whole set with Godzilla art, and one of the cards, I think it was some sort of frog, I can't remember the name of it, I'll look it up for you, but they replaced it with this Baby Godzilla, and I have a like Japanese version, so it looks really good. Oh, this is my Shuyun, the Silent Tempest deck. This is a commander deck, so 99 cards, all individual cards except for, obviously, repeats of the lands. And then, is that gonna focus? And then Shuyun, the Silent Tempest. This is a Jeskai deck, so red, white, blue. And it's built around prowess and things like that. So prowess is whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. A lot of creatures in this deck do that. So, and I have a lot of like 1 mana, 2 mana spells that aren't creature cards. So I'm casting instant sorceries and just buffing these guys up. He's a 3/2 legendary human monk. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, I can pay either a red, a white, or a red and a white. Any combination of those. If I do, a target creature gains double strike until the end of turn. So, if I attack, they hit once, then they hit again. And when they're possibly buffed into oblivion, that works out good. Got classics like Command Tower, add to your mana pool 1 mana of any color in your commander's identity, which in this case is only blue. Jeskai Ascendancy, Feather the Redeemed, some really good cards. Let me actually get like a handful of this. shouldn't shuffle Shuhyun into the deck. So there's just a couple cards in this deck. I'm not going to go through my entire deck in this video, or all my decks. I've upgraded my my Lathril deck, my black-green Lathril Commander deck, pretty recently. Ooh, my stomach just growled. I'm leaving it in the video. This is casual, not professional. But I'll probably do a refresh on my Magic cards pretty soon, and I also have a new Commander deck I'm looking to get, and I want to do a series on, you know, it might be a little bit of an investment, but if you guys like them, if you like the Magic videos, every, month or so, if even sometimes they release some sort of new set with new Commander precons, and I would like to go through them and just kind of see what I can do with them and upgrade it. Either with cards I have, or just play with them as is, go over what the decks are, just kind of on their own merit, and maybe even do some sort of either solo match, not solo match, but like one-on-one match with a friend or something like that. So you guys let me know in the comments if you would like to see something like that. What else? We're probably running up on a couple of minutes here in the video. Let me see what else. Here we go. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. These are the first edition books that I got. I'll just out myself. I've never read these. I just got them, but with the intention to read them, not just to sit on my shelf. I love to read. I'm struggling to find time to read with how busy my job is. But Harry Potter is a series that I've loved the movies since I was a kid. I thought they were obviously so magical, so enchanting. You can just get lost in that world, and every living soul that I have ever spoken to says, read the books, they're better. Now, I can usually separate films and books. I understand why books are better. I'm so sorry that my stomach is growling. It's like 1 in the morning. I'm kind of hungry for some weird reason. But, yeah, I understand why books are better. They're your own imagination that you put into it, and it just works out that way. I bumped my microphone. Your brain fills in the blanks. If a writer is skilled enough, they give you just enough information to let your brain fill in the blanks. And we typically what our brains tell us when thinking of and they just look and feel and weirdly smell so good. I will say, I have read about half of the Sorcerer's Stone a long time ago, and then when I went to go read the series again, because I put it down and just got too busy and never picked it back up, then maybe a year or so later I was like, oh yeah, I'll read this. Same thing, got about halfway. But I like what I read, and I'm committed. I'm going to finish rereading The Lord of the Rings, and I'm going to finish rereading a couple of other things, and then get to Harry Potter. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Sound of pages turning. Let me actually take the dust cover off. I've made many goals for myself in 2023. One of them is to get a lot better at ASMR, because even though I love making these videos, I feel like when I do a whisper video, like I'm doing right now, I talk too much and I don't do enough triggers. So let me know if you guys like the whispering, if you want me to get better and focus more on some triggers. But yeah. I need your feedback. So comment down below what you'd like to see from me, what I do that maybe you don't want me to do. Qualities that you like, whether you like my whisper voice or my soft speaking voice. Any triggers I've done in past videos that you really like, you guys let me know. I'm doing this for you. ASMR does relax me a little bit. When I'm making the videos, it very much relaxes me when I'm watching them. But I make these videos for you guys, so hopefully it's helping. Covers, the dust covers, and the artwork on these books, every time I look over at my shelf, which is quite often, I'm instantly transported back to being in middle school honestly, I needed that a little bit. And hopefully you found some enjoyment in it as well. Like I've said, you guys let me know what you want to see from me moving forward. If you want me to kind of stick to something in particular, I like doing variety personally. So hopefully I can figure out a way to kind of just please as many of you as I can, and give you guys good tingles and good triggers, and hopefully allowing you guys to get some good relaxation and some good sleep. I want to do maybe some meditation videos soon. I have a whole slate of videos planned, and I've been happy that sometimes once a week, sometimes once every 2 weeks, I've actually been getting some of them done. And I want to give you guys as much content as possible, and like I always say, I want to build a community here, because I used to watch ASMR back in the day, and the early days of it, and I thought, well, this is nice, it can kind of relax me and put me to sleep. But I realized shortly after kind of becoming a part of, before becoming a part of the communities, I realized that there's possibly more to it than that. And then I did become a part of some ASMR communities, and I love it so much. I think it's so important to get to know people. Sometimes people are struggling with similar things. Sometimes people are struggling with completely different things than you, and it can be weirdly beautiful in a way to learn about other struggles you've never known about, as sad as it can be. But the beautiful part is everybody with different issues and just different lifestyles, even good lifestyles, even if people don't have many other issues other than just they have a hard time sleeping, people can come together and kind of like rejoice over the fact that there's so many people online that are just like, I want to help you sleep. Or at least if you don't create videos, people are always talking in the comments. Most comments I see on ASMR videos are just like, hey, nice video, great work. When I watch videos from other creators, it's like, if you watch GB videos or Maddie Tingles or Friv or Rapunzel or any of these other ASMR artists, the comments are just so delightful, and it's really a wonderful community. So, very long-winded way of saying, let's create. Ruined the moment. So, that's a very long-winded way of saying that let's create that here. I want to talk to more of you guys about your experience. I don't just want to be a face on the internet that can maybe sometimes help you. I'd be more than happy to just be that. But I also want to talk to you guys and learn about you guys, and I want you to learn about me, and I just think that as I get older, even though I look kind of young, I'm gonna be 33 in like a little over a month, and I know that's not that old, but as I get older, I realize, friends, family, community, there's nothing more important than that. Obviously health and getting good sleep, but with a good foundation of friends, family, and community, whether it's found family or otherwise, that can lay the groundwork to get good sleep and to live a healthy, happy lifestyle. So I'm kind of rambling at this point, but hopefully you guys resonate with some of what I'm saying. And my stomach is just going crazy. I was gonna go to bed, but I need a snack. So hopefully you guys are asleep, or or very relaxed and getting ready to lay your head down and go to sleep. And let me know what you think about this kind of intimate little setting I got going on here. And I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all doing as well as you can. And I hope that you are making plans and goals to do even better than that. So, with all that being said, guys, thank you so much for the support. We got over 100 subscribers. I've been getting wonderful comments on my videos, so thank you all so much. It warms my heart. And I will see you in the next one.